this new chapter, this new moment with you. So thank you so much. I said it before, I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm here for you. I'm here to make you dance or make you see you at the show me tonight, don't be more than Moving back home, or my whole life, I love you too. Moving back home, I've been constantly searching what it is I want to say, what it is I want to write about, what are my inspirations, and I realized I've just been so lucky that I've been inspired and empowered by so many beautiful, incredible, amazing women and men. Thank you. Thank you for being strong, beautiful, wise, intelligent, fearless. The list goes on forever. And today I just want to say thank you to all the women here because there are some incredible with you guys. Thank you so much for coming out, and also because one of the three of the most inspiring women in my life are here. Thank you to my sister. For showing me love, strength, and sisterhood. I dedicate this song to all the beautiful women in here tonight. Now, before I get into this, I'm confident in my skin. Woman, I want to remind you that you can't forget about all the times you're lost, blank. Yes. We're lost, confused, and oftentimes feeling foolish because, for me, it's always been about constantly juggling cultures, speaking different languages. How many of you can relate to that? But I want to let you know, as long as your heart is full of good intentions, it's full of love. It's not wrong to feel foolish sometimes. So I love you! Love you! I dedicate this next song to all the fools in love. Skip over to a hot topic about being burned. I've been burned before. Not that many. Slightly, dramatically, still being burned. Well, the point is that when you've been burned or somebody you love is being hurt, you can't let that person do that to you. And you know what? Somebody you love be burned. It's all about teaching them that you'll never be burned again. So, with me so that we actually. And today, I have a special guest for you guys. I can have the help of some beautiful ladies up here tonight. Please come up. Now, this next song has been whenever you don't feel like you belong, you're not enough, or you're constantly being judged. I wrote this to let you know that your weaknesses are going to be your strengths. What makes you different is what makes you beautiful. Being positively true to your mind, body, and soul is the only beautiful thing. It is. Hello, beautifuls. Thank you for not being Barbie. What's your name?
Yeah, tell us, you know.
Beautiful. Give it up for Jeanette. She has been the genius, the beautiful, the strong woman who has helped me write this song. For showing me sisterhood, strength, love, because you have inspired me so. Share a little bit about yourself with us.
I'm happy to be here. I'm so happy that she is out here spreading this message of love and positivity. We really wrote this song about being your true, authentic, most fabulous self. So I hope you guys can
if you can take it away.
Yes, Conrad!
I want you to sing this. Look to the person next to you and tell them their name. And sometimes I wish I wasn't in my skin, so I could blend in. I felt ashamed and violent, looking in the mirror like it's not fair. Fuck that. I don't wanna learn how to make up. Don't really think so big. I won't change, don't change, I'm sorry. I'm good, not sorry. You don't need to apologize, 'cause I'm different. Everything I got is mine, I'm so gifted. Don't change, I'm sorry. I'm good, not worried. No one looks like me, 'cause we're the same. I used to be so afraid, trying to play a role I can't explain. Now I finally see. Take it away.
Oh my God!
I don't need to apologize, 'cause I'm different. Everything I got is mine, I'm so gifted. Don't change, I'm sorry. I'm good, not sorry. Sing with me. No, I'm not sorry. You don't have to be sorry. You're beautiful. Don't like if they show me. They can never judge because they don't know me. Won't change, I'm sorry. I'm good, not sorry. I don't need to apologize, 'cause I'm different. Everything I got is mine, I'm so gifted. Won't change, I'm sorry. I'm good, not sorry. Give it up for these beautiful ladies. Thank you so much. home. Seems so long ago you walked away, left me alone. And I remember what you said to me. You were acting so strange. Baby, I was too blind to see that you needed a change. Was it something I said to make you turn away? Made you walk out and let me go. And you just find a way to take it so that you were right here. Right now, I've been sitting here, get you off my mind. I try my best to be your woman, be strong. I throw myself insane, wishing I could touch your face. But the truth remains. Time is passing so slowly now. Yes, that's my life without you. Yes, that's my life without you. Baby, I could change my every day. Baby, I don't want to. So I'll just take a ride and find things to do to take my mind off missing you. And I know in my heart you can say that you don't love me too. I'm so grateful that I get to share music with you that has touched me when I needed something, somebody the most. And I hope it reaches you the same way. Music for me has always been about finding that silver lining, finding the smile and seeing past the tears and finding strength. And that's a little bit like fairy tale. And as you all know, fairy tale and fantasy have also been such a big inspiration in my life. And I hope that whatever it is you're going through, that you will see past it and see the beauty in it, whatever it is. And that's exactly what Lips on Lips is about. It's about intimacy, it's about closeness, it's about connecting and finding, romanticizing simple but sacred moments we often take for granted. So thank you for every single moment you are giving me. The ultimate fairy tale song of the EP, well, the rest of them, but we'll see right away next. You just can't speak the truth. Darling, I can't wait that you put your lips on my lips when you're touching like this. Don't ever lie. And when the feeling is fine, you can tell by my eyes. Don't listen or lie. This is all I can go like this. And I realized that if you hold on, you find love. You find love from all around. And if you get to hold on and find your moment to be born again.
incredible band.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna step right off. Just to be closer to your neck.
Oh my goodness! Ah, my whole life.
Is this your seat? Is this my seat?
No, I thought you, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Perfect.
Wherever you want to sit here?
No, do you want to sit here?
No, I'm good. As long as I can see you, I can see you guys.
Yes. Really beautiful crowd, not Barbies. I love it. Yes. First and foremost, New York. your first solo show here. Do you have good memories about New York? I know you've played here before, but...
At the show!
I had incredible memories, and today is by far one of the best. Thank you so much, and you are a big part of one of my happy memories. Thank you for being with me through this whole journey. Thank you. Seriously,
and you know, I just want to take a moment to say how, you know, we've known you, I've talked to you for a bit, as you know, we've done lots of interviews throughout the years, lots of chats, lots of listening to music together and whatnot. But I want you, you know, of course, I know you, I know your past, I know you like to, you know, make sure you're doing everything right. I want to give you guys, let's give her the energy to just relax a bit, okay? You've been working really hard, like really hard, we know.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And so,
are you guys still on?
I'll give you a moment just to, you know, be yourself. Don't feel bad.
I said this the last show too, but I am the woman I want to be when I'm with you guys. You know me. We've interviewed, and we have some amazing writers.
We
here
do.
Today. Our incredible leaders in the creative and entertainment category. Give a round of applause for them because they've been supporting me and so many amazing artists, and oh, thank you so much, and for everyone, I'm just so happy that it comes full circle, that everybody inspires and everybody needs each other, and we need unity for any time change. And thank you so much.
Yes. And something I've noticed, you know, I've been watching you, of course, like we said, for a minute. I feel like you have this moment of gratitude right now. I'm just noticing all the gratitude you're showing. You are sending flowers to your fans, to other countries and whatnot. Can you talk, and bringing people on stage, talking to them directly. Can you talk about just what's in your head, your heart right now as you kind of, the first US show on Lips on Lips tour?
I have been dreaming about singing these songs in front of you. And to have,
We've been waiting.
to be able to see one beautiful face would be amazing, but look how many beautiful faces there are. And thank you for letting me. And that's all I've been dreaming about. You know how much I've been writing and wanting to find the right thing and find the right time to say it, but I realized there is no right time when you're speaking from the heart. And I think I'm a lot more calm and a lot more centered. More than ever.
And I think a lot of fans are going to be happy to hear that too. You haven't really talked that much about the new tracks yet, so let's get into it a bit. You kicked off the show with The Flower, who like, I gotta say, at the moment, my favorites kind of changed on the EP, but at the moment, it was Runaway at first, now I think it's The Flower. Love them all, don't get me wrong, but The Flower, so to me, The Flower kind of, you know, it represents this idea of like growing, you know, sprouting your own kind of, you know, face, vision, whatever it might be. Why kick off the show with The Flower?
I think The Flowers has just been so symbolically significant in the sense of being poised and being full in bloom, but also carrying thorns. And I wanted to start off with that, especially with the message, since it says, I'll be the flower to your pain.
You're my flower.
With what was the root of why I do music. And I think The Flower very much carries all of me in that one song, and I dedicate it to anybody who else needs help, or I hope it inspires compassion so that you may be the flower to somebody else's pain.
It would be my
I love that. And you know, we have to talk about the covers. I mean, you kicked off mixing up I Just Want to Dance with Express Yourself. You got the NSYNC cover, which was, I think, probably one of the highlights of the moment. Oh my gosh.
Thank
that
you very much.
reinterpretation of Gone. But, and the Freedom George Michael track.
I was a little afraid that I was like, oh, did I just get way too into my soul and sing? So I switched it up a little bit so we can bring it back to Born Again. Did you guys like that?
Yes!
I saw what you did.
Whatever you
Thank
want.
you. The first show wasn't that, but I want to see and see what connects and want to bring you more. So every time I'm done with the show, I'm like writing down, what more can I thank to you guys, because you deserve the best. Thank you.
But the covers, to me, I know that kind of represents your taste, your personal taste as well. But I also got this sense of expression, freedom, obviously. Yeah. Like, can you talk about why those songs in particular you wanted to bring on this first tour?
I am a huge fan of, I've been saying it so many times in an interview, Express Yourself is the main thing that inspired me to write Over My Skin.
Oh, I see it.
And for me, as I've been working on my solo projects, even back in 2016 when you interviewed me, I remember saying, I wanted to find what is the most honest and truthful thing about me at the time. And I realized expressing yourself was the biggest theme I wanted to carry out. Was that first single to Over My Skin, and I want to bring back, I want to share. I'm all about sharing great music and great artists, and thank you. I want to bring it back, and I hope you guys enjoy it and love it and go into I'm thankful I get to even sing and share.
Love it. Over My Skin. Speaking of it, now that I'm up close, I see the sparkle. And you switched up the look from the first show.
Of course.
I was thinking, how am I going to compare to this, like, white, power suit moment without the jacket? But here you are showing up with your black sultry.
That's it!
Tiffany Young.
An important part, and before I even knew what to say, I would be wearing what I want to say, and Over My Skin also relates to that as well. So wear whatever you want. Whatever expresses you.
So more outfits throughout the tour? More
of course.
Anyone going to other dates throughout the tour? I hear you guys. Amazing. And you actually did one of my favorite songs from the first EP, from the 2016 EP, Fool. Those harmonies, like, I think I told you the first time, I was like, oh, I like those harmonies.
Yeah, there was a lot of layers on that original version.
On the original version, because that's what I'm kind of curious about. You kind of mixed in some new things in that song. So tell us a bit, first off, I want to know more of the backstory behind that track, and also, do you have more songs that are like that?
Heartbreak Hotel.
Well, I realized while putting the show together and constantly trying to put a show together all the time in the bathroom, like, what should I sing? How should I sing? I realized I wanted to bring that title into the angle of, I guess that's where my heart was at when I was confused speaking different languages, and that was something everybody can relate to, and thank you. That's what I really focused on, but also I also wanted to say, same music, new me.
Are there any other tracks that kind of have a new meaning these days too?
Ooh,
Girls' Generation.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Unleash the Pandora's box. Okay, let you finish the question.
Okay. I said it was. Thank you. You know, I think most recently, Light Up the Sky. That's something I've been listening to before I go to sleep because I'm here to say that there are days where I feel like giving up, and there are days where I feel like it's just for me.
You got this, Queen.
And that song, not right now.
We got your back.
But Light Up the Sky, I just feel so much love behind that song. Just feeling the love from you guys, but also all the amazing people around me, and that it keeps me going. And I'm so thankful for each.
GG forever.
I'm like rambling, but it is emotional listening to things over and over, and having the girls also telling me like, oh, this new music is incredible.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'm actually listening to the Holiday Night album, but the Holiday Night album, that whole album. If I'm going back to my older music.
Any other tracks? Or any other tracks, or just the full album?
The full album, because I remember that moment where I decided, and I had the support and the love and the trust. That every time I go back to that album, I go, right, I said I was going to do this. I have people who love and support and trust in me that make me.
And you did it. It was an amazing album. I mean, all night I still listen to it.
This is just the beginning, and I am having a great time thanks to you guys. Thank you.
I want to talk a little about one of my favorite moments of the show, not Barbie. Because I could feel it. You know, I listen to the lyrics, I can make my own assumptions, whatever it might be, but then actually seeing you kind of bring it to life in this way, bringing people on stage, I'm curious what makes you, why you decided to interpret that song in that way, bring up people in that way, want to show that song in that way.
Because I opened up so that others may open up. And I think that was the biggest thing I wanted to emphasize on. That it can't be done just by me telling one person, but it has to be done together. And I wanted to share that with you. And I wanted this to be the moment. You might not remember anything, but I want this to be the moment you always remember. No matter what we look back on, there was that one moment where whatever it is you're going through, whether you're feeling lost or you don't belong or you're feeling judged, no matter your age, whether you're a woman or a man, a girl or a boy, whatever ethnicity you are, whatever background you come from, that as long as you find what it is to make you hold on and look to the other person and see past what you're feeling and say, this is why we are strong and beautiful. That's the absolute reason for that song, so that everybody may open up and see beauty past anything.
And I've been dying to ask you about some of the lyrics. I was thinking about like DMing you, but I was like, oh wait.
Oh, I did too. We talk. I'm always like,
but the track, the lyric, I don't want to mess with lyrics. It used to say, I used to dream about the day I make a lot of money just to change up, you know, about your makeup. Were you really, where did that lyric come from within you and in your experiences? And what do you feel about that lyric nowadays? Or what do you feel about that mindset today?
To go in deeper, thank you. I never got to talk about a physical condition I had, which was severe scoliosis.
Right.
And that is the every reason why I focus on the way I walk, the way I move, what I eat, my whole life is based around that. And I've had moments where somebody told me, oh, you might get hurt between your career because of this, and you know, that's not our fault, that's your fault. And that made me feel like, oh, am I not supposed to do this? Am I not supposed to even dream about anything because I might have a condition?
A physical
condition.
Something way out of your control.
And that is the reason why fashion has been what it is to me, because I studied fashion so I could cover that up and hide that. But I realized that is what made me stronger. I danced 20 times, 200, 2,000 times harder, and that is why I'm here today. And that line, it goes past beyond just makeup and making money. It's about having those moments, being okay with them, but now finding positivity and truth, and wanting to go past the materialistic parts. I don't know, I'm so glad that we got to go into it this deep, and I'm finding the words to say, but, and it's also scary to open up, but.
That's the perfect time for it. You know, you're literally like, you guys have your yeses. Yes, exactly.
We're so proud of you. We're so proud of you.
The day you die, you
I love you so much.
That verse also says that beauty is on the inside and the strength you find.
Yes.
Exactly. And, you know, I love that you're talking about that. I think fans knew about scoliosis, the scoliosis thing for a bit. I read the Refinery 29 interview just the other day.
She's here today.
Yes. And I saw a lot of amazing discussion actually about it. So I'm happy you're talking about, you're feeling good about it. It's our bodies. It's something that we can work on
and find to make us better. It's not going to be, I hope whatever it is you feel like is stopping you, it's only going to make you go further. So keep pushing through.
And my other favorite lyric of the track is, I want to say this one for a moment, is about you would flip through the magazine pages and not see anyone that looks like you. And I think this track is just, I mean, I look at this crowd and I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, but I see a lot of like really beautiful diversity and lots of different people. And personally, I think a lot of people would have connected with that, me as well, like just kind of flipping through this and seeing like, oh, that I remember having that moment, not being able to see, and I remember the moment when I did see myself in a TV show, in a magazine, whatever it might be. So I'm curious about that lyric a bit more too.
I wrote that because representation is absolutely such a thing I want to consistently talk about, and that it's so important to be able to find someone you can identify with through the media, and it goes beyond just being Asian American as well. It's for every woman, man, girl, and boy to listen and not just look, but listen with your heart and listen to that story instead of looking at that magazine cover. And more, I just hope that it inspires and contributes so that everybody may open up and get more opportunities, equal opportunities.
Snap if you're
Thank you. You got the perfect question and answer so that I can share it with you guys. Thank you, Dad.
It's your lyrics.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm just thinking of
Jeanette, I love you. You're in here.
Jeanette, one of my favorite moments of the show was you said how music helps you find the smile in yourself. Are you smiling? Smiling more these days?
Way more these days. Absolutely. I think I live for touring. I live for seeing you guys. It's.
Please come back. Yeah,
I love you guys. Writing and then production is one thing, but to sing it live in front of you and be with you is what's making me happy, and it's also inspiring me to write more. I was to be honest, I was a little afraid. I was like, oh, I should be working on the next thing, and then I realized I don't even need to think about it because being with you here, seeing you, I wish it was every day, but it's like every other day. It inspires me. And I'm already getting my notebook and pen out and thinking about what it is I want to write next.
And you're really good at social media. Like, you're really good at checking it out. You guys can follow her, right? It's the biggest share. Very good. I know you have mixed feelings sometimes about it.
Yes, I do.
But you're very good.
We will protect you.
Thank you.
He said we will protect you.
I know, that's why I was like, then I'm gonna do. No, because you will protect me, I will be more responsible. And
Amazing. You talked a bit about how Runaway, which is again one of my favorite tracks on the EP. It talks about this fantasy fairy tale land idea. I was so lucky. I don't even know if you know this. I was so lucky to hear that track.
You've been here since the beginning.
I heard that a while ago, but I remember thinking, oh dang, this is a cool song, you know. And I really, Babyface, obviously a legend. Can you talk a bit about the journey of that song and how it got to be placed on this EP, made perfect for this moment?
Oh, thank you. I had been going to acting school in the morning every day, and then finishing up. This was back in September of 2017. So I had been going to school in the mornings and then going to Babyface studio almost every day.
Casual.
I can't believe it's real. I had been such a fan of the Rascals. Christopher Riddick Thomas, I love you. I never said that, but I love you. But he and I had been talking about what it is I want to talk about, what it is I want to say, what inspires me. And I'm so glad that I got to take the time, and also other incredible collaborators, Antonio Dixon, and then came Kenny, and they also gave me like an assignment. They're like, the best albums of all time have 10 songs. What would your album consist of, past or present, with songs? And I chose all the songs that were very, very much that whisk me away on a fairy tale fantasy. Everything from Mariah Carey to Whitney Houston to Madonna, clearly a Babyface fan. And since we got to take the time and see me and see inside of me, I realized I run away for love. I ran
relatable.
away.
Raise your hand. Whoop if it's relatable, yeah.
And I did that when I was 15 to Korea because I loved and believed in what it is I wanted to do with music. And here I am again, running away. I'm here. I'm home.
You guys saw that show. I'd say you're hardly running away.
And it's very much. I'm so glad that I got to craft with some of the most incredible master craftsmen of creating a fairy tale love song, and I thank them for the guidance and in teaching me and guiding me to to find exactly what it is I want to say, so that, because you know that song, Jeff knows, I didn't get to share it, but that was one of the earliest songs on this EP that I created. And that really drove it into me realizing, oh, I want this to be about the whole journey of passion, pleasure, and pain.
Yeah. Can we hear a little bit?
Okay. That brings me.
Somebody's coughing.
We will clap for you always.
That leads us right into Lips on Lips.
Yes.
You premiered that on Los Angeles radio, which was amazing, I'm sure. I mean, I'm telling you it's amazing, but I'm sure you can tell us that it was amazing, just as an experience as a California native.
I grew up listening to Top 9 at Night, and slowly but surely, I'm getting these opportunities because of you, and I want to thank you. I'm so thankful because that's probably, no, that is why. Sorry, I'm like, no, let me be that on stage. But that's the message of freedom. I don't want to let you down, and I want you to know that those moments are created by you, and I'm only going to work harder. So thank you. That's what reminded me at that moment and hit me while I was screaming and running around. I was like, I mean, thank you to my incredible team and everybody in the creatives around, but I see, I look, I hear everything that you do. So thank you for that.
Yeah, speaking of radio, is everyone voted for iHeartRadio? People are looking, could see you winning that award and singing. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing amount of nominees and everything, but I truly do think that would speak volumes.
We know who's a queen.
Yeah. Everyone's a queen. That was also another, I think it's incredible. I can't believe I'm nominated, and that I'm nominated with some incredible women who share similar stories.
Shout out to Normani.
Shout out to those beautiful women who are nominated. I can't believe I'm nominated, and I am so excited that together, that our unity and togetherness leads us to nominees for Breakout Solo. I mean, I love you guys, but the fact that everybody who loves K-pop is coming together, it's insane, it's beautiful, and I hope this happens for everyone, that you consistently love and empower one another. Because, you know, I support all of the fabulous ladies in music, but coming from Girls' Generation, I'm just so excited that this is all happening. JJ forever.
Lips on Lips. It's an important song. It's a single.
It is.
So I have a really important question to ask you.
Yes.
What's been your best kiss?
My best kiss. I know I said I don't kiss and tell when I was on ET, but I'm with you guys, so. I remember. I'm trying to think.
I threw you on the spot. She did not know any of these questions.
No, I didn't.
You know, there's no like
great.
prep or anything. I'm not hired.
Is this okay?
Yeah!
My favorite kiss that I can remember right now would be a goodbye kiss. Because it's so bittersweet. It's so grown up. Because whatever's meant to be is meant to be. And that I am woman enough to talk about. That is bittersweet. I didn't know I'd be that honest too, shit.
I was waiting for you to kind of swerve past that one, but that's a good answer.
Here we go. All about the truth, I guess.
Are you a good kisser? Do you get
I wrote a song about LipsOnLips.
And that's all we'll say about that.
And that's the tea.
What a fashion!
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can't believe you're getting this out of me. We're not even cocktails. We're not even taking any shots.
Because you love your vodka, we know.
We know.
You ended the show basically with Born Again. To me, Born Again, when I heard that track, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like this, she's got it. She's figured it out. It is this, the rebirth, the resurgence, but I felt like the first time I felt like that was your most honest moment to date. You had been growing towards it, but it was a leap forward in that way. Why end the show with Born Again, mixing with Freedom in that way, but talk a bit more about why that track is important to you, but also why end the show on that moment?
Triangle for pain!
Yeah. Born Again
Okay, hold on.
was written in late December after I had to talk about personal issues about my dad and family. And I think I'm so glad that I'm in a place where I want to open up. But it also highlights the fact that I thought that I couldn't say it, or I couldn't talk about it. And that culturally, I'm just thinking that you're not allowed to talk about it. And I know opening up to that story is going to open anybody else up to go, oh, I'm going to go past that. I'm going to find love. And I'm going to feel it again. And that led me to write Born Again. I think it's so important that whatever it is you're going through, you're not alone.
Yeah, you are alone.
You are not alone, and that it's a part of me that I needed to share for others to understand and see why it's not just it's not. And that there's so much strength and beauty and unity and support behind what it is I was going through that my bandmates helped me through. And I hope that it inspires everybody. And that song was for that moment, for thinking about all the people who told me that that is not you. Don't let situations and moments or don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Yes!
Don't be afraid to feel like don't be afraid to think that you can give up at times.
Yeah.
Those times you let go and just surrender, it opens up new moments and it opens up so many other beautiful human beings to be there for you. And that's what Born Again is.
Everything will be fine.
Give it up one more time.
And to end it on that song for the show is because it is the rebirth of me. It is the rebirth of us. It is a world.
Yes.
Just find it. I promise it is. and that is why I wanted to end with that song.
Tiffany, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's actually also is the end of our Q&A. As we wrap up the show entirely, can you even just sing us a little something just to say goodbye to us all? On the spot.
Okay, wait, what? What is it? No, Margaret. Try, come on. Wait. I'm gonna, right there. Yes, you. I sing a different part, but I think I should just be singing different parts that speak to me of the day. Okay.
We'll sing with you.
Thank you. I need you. You know I need you.
Yeah.
What comes to mind is 이렇게 떠나보는 느낌을 그대의 부드러운 손가락이 이 순간 따스하게 감겨오는 모든 나의 떨림처럼 So beautiful.
이 세상 속에서 반복되는 슬픔이 제 안녕. 그날은 수원의 빛 속에 의미와 빛은 쫓아가 언제까지라도 함께할 거야. 날마다 너의 세계.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Once again for Chad. For digging into my soul and letting me share. Thank you guys. Have a good night. For anybody who's traveled, be safe. Make sure you don't lose your passports or anything. I love you.